So as a man in your construct, I believe that there are things that must be part of your personality in terms of quality, and one of those things is integrity. And what is integrity really? Integrity is saying things from a truthful and sincere heart and doing accordingly. That's why you see many companies have their core values, and one of the core values that I see is that is integrity. So what they're trying to tell you is that what we say is what we mean, what we mean is what we say. So if you say we are selling this clothes, we don't sell that, this is what we actually sell. We say they are people of quality, they are actually telling you that bank on this because it is actually quality. And so you see that integrity and honesty go hand in hand. And the truth is that there are many guys. So my men, there are many guys in this generation that lacks integrity, and that is not so good. And so oftentimes you see that people go into a relationship and this other party begins to struggle with whether what you're saying is what you mean or what you mean is actually what you're saying. And so words like "I love you," what does that even mean? What does that mean to you? Then what are you trying to communicate with that to the other person? So I'm going to go through them one after the other. But I would like to read this favorite quote. I love this quote so much, and it is by George Eliot, and it says, "Our deeds determine us as much as we determine our deeds." Our deeds determine us as much as we determine our deeds. End quote. So what that means is, whatever you do defines you. What defines you is what you do. Okay, so going into a relationship, even before going to a relationship, these are things you have to settle with yourself. So number one thing you must not say if you don't mean is the word "I love you." I see people use the word "I love you" everywhere. Hey, my love. No. If you're a man of integrity, I believe that once you say "I love you," you should mean it. So you should not use "I love you" as greeting. You should not use "I love you" as compliment. You should not use "I love you" as, because you see, once you begin to use these words casually, it loses meaning and value and impact. And so you see this other person struggling with the fact that after you said "I love you," you say "him." Do you understand? So what he's trying to say is that is a lie. You're just saying it. But once you understand how words work, if you understand the impact of statements, then there are words that you cannot use casually. So using "I love you," so if you're a person that doesn't use words casually and you're telling this person "I love you," it's not going to take it lightly. It's not going to just smile and like, yeah, you man. No, but once she understands that you don't just talk and you mind what you say, and you don't just say anything. If you don't mean it, you don't say. If you don't say it, if you're not going to say it, then you're just like that. Once you say the word "I love you," they believe that you actually love them. And so part of the ways that you can actually attract someone, is by living this pattern that number one, you don't just talk, and there are statements that are not just casual. So "I love you." So let's unpack that. What does "I love you" mean? Really, "I love you" is not "I like you." "I like you" is casual. So "I like you" can come based on what the person did to you, or how the person is interacting or behaving, something that you like about that person, the vibe, the personality. Those can come, in aggregation to likeness. But when you say I love you, what you're indirectly saying is that beyond everything that I see and I know, now at this point, I am willing to sacrifice myself to you, for you, on whatever basis. So once you use the word I love you, what you're saying is that I am willing to die. You see, that's why it's not casual. And whenever the word love comes in, there is death, there is sacrifice, there is blood. So I'm not saying go and cut yourself and say that's what I do. That's why I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is that once you say I love, because once you love something, you have to sacrifice for that thing. You have to sweat for that thing. And sweat itself is blood. So you have to do everything within your capacity, even if it's not convenient, to ensure that this person gets the best of life possible. So when you use the word I love you, it means I'm willing to die. So that's why you see that the Bible says that for God so loved the world. Once you see the word love, what comes after is sacrifice, is death. That he gave his only begotten son. You see, he means death. So these are words you should not use casually. And there are words that you should preserve and reserve for people that are worthy of it. For example, your family. You cannot quantify the amount of sacrifice that they pay on your behalf on daily basis and maybe the spans of years. You can't. So you love them because you can actually sacrifice yourself for them. And so I love you. It should not be used casually because it is more sacred a statement than be used casually. So this is how a woman will look at you and be like, this is what he's doing. Because you can actually say I love you and she believes immediately that this guy loves you. That's number one. So number two is I hate you. It's one of the most sensitive statements. These are basics. I love you. I hate you. You cannot say I hate you, but you can actually hate something. So there are extreme statements. I love you is extreme positive. I hate you is extreme negative. And so it should not be used casually. I just hate the fact that you may actually dislike or might not be comfortable. So once you use the word hate, then we are getting this feeling that is to the extreme. Is that anything can stop for it, anything can go for it. You see, there's fierceness in that statement. I hate it. It means I can actually kill it. I can do without it. I don't even want to see it. I don't want to, you see. And that's why these are words, you must not use casually. I cannot say I hate somebody. You can say I dislike a character, I dislike, or I hate the way you are behaving. No, you cannot hate the way the person is behaving, you can actually dislike. But once it's hate, you mean you are the extreme and there's nothing that person can do to change that. Alright, I hate you. It's very sensitive and should not be said. And you see on what is it called? When it comes to censorship also, you see that they are very keen on the word hatred. You cannot just use it anyhow because it has a lot of impact, negative impact actually, than anything. So that's another issue. Then number three is I miss you. Number three is I miss you. I get this feeling every time that when somebody calls me and says, oh, it's been a long time, how have you been? I've missed you. So the feeling I get is, what did you miss? Did you miss the time that I always give to you? Did you miss the benefit you get from me? What do you miss exactly? These are things that we don't define. And that's why it's easy for me, for somebody to say I miss you, I will just smile. Oh, yeah, it's been a long time. But once I say I miss you, what that means is there's a part of you, that is fully having impact on me. But when you were not available, or when that part of you is not available, there's a void. So whenever there's a void, you can say I miss. But once there's no void, you cannot say I miss. And so even in a relationship, see people say I miss you, and I say your own. I do not miss you. I've been busy with work all day. Like for real. And I've done it before. There was a friend of mine who chatted and was like, oh, did I really miss you? I was like, oh, yeah, great. And she was like, you don't miss me? And in all honesty, I said, I do not miss you. She felt that, well, it's okay. The truth is that I do not miss you because there is no void. See, there is no void. Once you're missing somebody, the next question is you have to define what you are missing. And so it's not enough to say I miss you without telling the person what you miss. And so most of us, we fail the test of defining what we mean by what we say. Because we say I miss you, but we did not really miss the person. We just make that person feel good, or feel nice, or feel important. But really, did you miss the person? You understand? Is your life without the person? Yes. Is there something that person is doing for you that if this person is not here, this still will not work? You see, that's how you miss. It's not a casual statement to make. And so if you do not really miss this person, don't make that person feel the unnecessary. See, you have to be true to yourself. You understand? You have to be true to yourself. To yourself, be true. And after that, any other thing can happen, but you're true to yourself. I'm not saying your own truth, because your own truth might not be the truth. But at least let your conscience, be good. Let your conscience, be clean. Say what you really, really mean. It might not be very harsh, it should not be harsh, but say what you mean. So if you miss somebody, what you're trying to say is that there's a part of you that when I look back or when I think of, it's not there, and I really do miss that part. And so it's easy that way. So going back again, if you say I love you, what do you love? And so most of us will fail the test of defining love. Why do you love me? What will you say? I love you because I love you now. No, you have to tell them why you love them. And so it's important that you define what you mean and mean what you're saying. See, it gives you this realness, it gives you this authenticity, it gives you this genuinity, that this person is not just talking, they actually mean to say. So people know. If you're true to yourself, they know. If you're not true to yourself, they know. How do I know all of these things? Definition. So if you cannot define it, then the miss is not there. Do you understand? So again, the first one is love, the second one is hate, the third one is miss. These are critical things that you must take note of and that you must not use casually. Alright, so I know you have a lot of things you want to say concerning that, but I'll be glad to hear from you. Who have you said I love you to? I really did not love the person, or you know me just want that person to feel good? Who have you ever told that I miss you and truly did not miss the person? Is it like just want that person to feel good and leave you alone because the person will worry you? And I said, you say I miss you too. Let me know. Then how did that make you feel? You see. Then what do you think you can do moving forward? Be true to yourself. Who will not like you will not like you, who will like you will like you. It's as simple as that. But as part of the construct of a man, part of your core value should be integrity. Say what you mean what you say. I'll be waiting to hear from you in the comment section. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you again next time. Bye bye.